spent years working in inner city Philadelphia at a free health center, and patient after patient would come into my office and I'd see adverse health outcomes for overconsumption or underconsumption. And every day I would leave with the question of how do we make fresh food accessible to these individuals? How do we feed the world with the right kind of food? And had the opportunity to come to Arizona and work with aquaponics and hydroponics. And saw an opportunity, right? An opportunity to feed people sustainably and not take any more of the water that we don't have in Arizona. And so we started talking to restaurants and schools and grocery stores. And they said, I can't get out of season locally produced food, and I can't get it affordably. And that's when we said we can do that. We can make sure that we feed Tucson, we feed the state of Arizona.
Well, howdy. My name is Chaz Shelton. I'm a co-founder of the Merchant's Garden, and we are redefining agriculture. We provide communities with revolutionary and sustainable ways to feed the world with local produce. Now, all across the country, restaurants, schools, and grocery stores are searching high and low for out-of-season produce. And to get it, they have to spend enormous amounts of money to have it shipped thousands of miles away. Well, this brings rise to an amazing opportunity. We can provide locally produced food affordable, and that's why I want to introduce you to the Merchant's Garden. We're bringing green to the city. We house the entire supply chain where we build, we grow, we harvest, and we deliver. Among that, we build the technology that's going to feed tomorrow. We're building a 10,000 square foot rooftop production as well as a 20,000 square foot research and development facility. And this will allow us to sell direct for home consumption as well as to restaurants, schools, and grocery stores. Now, this is all made possible by leveraging the science of aquaponics, which is the combination of hydroponics and aquaculture. And this provides us with 4 unique competitive advantages. The first being, we can be centrally located in a computer-controlled greenhouse environment. Now imagine walking right downtown, and when you can look over your shoulder and see exactly where your food is produced at the Merchant's Garden. And because of the central location, we're able to eliminate major distribution costs. Traditional farming can lose up to 35% of its crop before even making it to the market. Now, traditional agriculture, or agricultural in general, is the #1 consumer of water. And our facility is able to use 90% less water than traditional farming, a fact that we think is particularly relevant here in the state of Arizona. And lastly, we're able to produce 10 times the volume per acre that traditional farming can do. Now let's talk about the food industry, right? A $70 trillion industry worldwide. Well, just taking a look at the local food market in the United States, it's the fastest growing segment in agriculture. And the food that aquaponics can produce represents a $2.5 million market. And in Arizona, a $75 million market. Now, to give you an idea where we've been and where we're going, we already have a proven willingness to pay. We're in 8 different restaurants in Tucson and 1 local grocery store. Our current capacity can't meet our demand. That's why we're building our rooftop production as well as our commercial production research and development facility. And from there, that'll give us exposure, direct consumer awareness around our brand, and it will build the technology that's going to feed tomorrow as well. And from there, we'll have enough excess cash to lever up and to produce our second commercial production facility outside of Phoenix. And from there, we'll raise a Series A round and prepare for national expansion. Now, at year 1, at 90% capacity, we can reach about $1.5 million with 30,000 square foot of production. Year 2, with our second commercial production facility, we can reach just north of $5 million, or $4 million, excuse me. Now, to talk about some of the competition, we're seeing companies that have similar characteristics in Chicago and New York City, but they can't afford it, they can't provide it affordably. Now, big agriculture is a competitor, and they can produce high volume at low price, but what they can't do is they can't produce out of season. And we don't see local farmers as competitors. We want to produce what's out of season. Now, as mentioned, I'm Chaz, I'm one of the co-founders, and I've experience in startups both in Colorado and Philadelphia. Bill has experience in sales, distribution, and logistics, and Bruno is a PhD student at the University of Arizona who's perfecting the science behind this. And he's advised by Dr. Kevin Fitzsimmons, the department chair, who is the former world president of the Aquaponics Association. Now, I provided in our business, right? We're able to produce out-of-season produce. We're able to provide a 10x on investment in 5 years, and we're able to save the state of Arizona over 270 billion gallons of water a year. But it's more than that. By 2050, our world population will increase to such a level that our food production will have to increase by 100%. Now, this might seem daunting, but we're poised for a perfect opportunity. That in 2050, people are going to think about you here tonight in this theater, that you believed in a greener future, that you believed in an opportunity to feed people in 2050. And if you believe in that vision, we would love to have that conversation. Now, my name is Chaz Shelton. I'm a co-founder of the Merchants Garden. Thank you.